Hey, comedian Leon the Jokester here. Okay. Oh, and my dog. He's Milo. Milo's on every episode in the background. What can I say? Chihuahua's off the chain. Okay, so contentment. That's what our message is today. Okay. Man, in America, how can one remain content with what they already have? That's pretty deep because in life, there's so much out there. There's so much out there. Like every time I check the mail, like there's so many ads, even credit card offers. Everybody's like, Leon, don't you want $1,000? I'm like, yeah, but I don't want bad credit either. And I have to know myself, and I do, that I better not fill out for those credit cards right now because I don't think I'm ready, man. I don't think I'm ready. And I don't like the fact that America is so expensive now that if you get $1,000 credit card, it can be spent and just like that. Like I remember looking online, there's a website called flightclub.com. You should check it out. But you got to have your money right because Flight Club is not playing. Flight Club will charge you anywhere from 300 to $2,000 for one pair of shoes. And I'm thinking to myself, if I had $1,000 credit card and the shoe costs $1,000, not including shipping and handling, that whoo-wee, that's a bit much. That's a bit much. So I don't know, man. So my message today is about contentment. If you look in the New Testament, the Apostle Paul, he told the Philippian church, whether I have a lot or a little, he said, I've learned to be content with what I have, whether I have a lot or a little, rich or poor, right? Um, that's important, man. You have to learn to be content with what God has blessed you with so you're not constantly feeding the appetite of want. When I get around people, sometimes you just hear, oh, we need to get this, we need to get that, we need to get this, we need to get that. And the reason why I'm always at peace with myself is because I've lost that drive to be consumed with America, with the consumption of America. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm a human being too. So in my 20s, yeah, man, I've maxed out. I had a Capital One credit card, $5,000 maxed out. Why? Because I was like, every time I went to the mall, I needed to buy 10, 15, 20 different things. But I'm almost 40 years old. I'll be 40 years old next year, 2023, and I don't see things the same way. I don't see why I need to spend $300 on this type of shoe or why I need to spend thousands of dollars for this moment of gratification over here. But then I keep thinking I may enjoy myself on Monday with whatever I buy, but then 3 weeks from now, this credit card bill is going to come out and they're going to be on my back, and I feel like it's a sense of slavery to the credit card companies because now every time I go and do comedy shows or anytime I make some money on the side, then it's like I have to give it all to Capital One. If that was the old way, of thinking, but I don't live like that anymore. So now now like my money, like I'm a good steward over my finances. I don't have to just go out there and feel the need to splurge. Like, don't get me wrong, again, I'm human. I like nice things too. I may go get a jacket or a t-shirt or a pair of shoes, but I don't do what I used to do, man. Back in the day, I had bags. Y'all ain't hear me. I would have bags of all kinds of stuff, man. But now I'm just kind of like, you know what? I don't need all that. I don't need all of that. So yeah, man. I learned to be content. I've learned to be content. Whether I have a lot or a little, rich or poor. If I'm rich, that's cool. Be a good steward. If I'm poor, okay, be a good steward over being poor. People never say that. They always say be a good steward over being rich. But even if you're poor, well, what little that you have, you still have to be a good steward over it. You know what I'm saying? And so keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. If I have a lot, there's some seasons in life where you may have a lot of something, right? Maybe 2 or 3 cars. Then there may be some seasons where you don't have. You may only have 1 car or just a bicycle. You never know. But my point today is just learn to be content with whatever you have. You know, when I used to drive, you know, I was very content with what I had. You know, it wasn't a brand new car. Never owned a brand new spanking new car, but what I had, I was very content with what I had, and it got me to where I needed to go. So I learned to be content, man. Um, Even like with the comedy, I've learned that, you know, whether I have like a lot of shows or 2 or 3 shows, I just learn to be content. Whatever comes my way, that's what God may want me to have. And so I'm gonna be a good steward over that. All right. All right, man. So I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I got one more video for y'all, then I gotta go teach this comedy class. I'm a holla.